Hey, so what's going on out there, y'all? So it's been a while since I posted. I've been in a really down place. Just recently losing some people that was close to me, some loved ones, a couple high school peers I actually went to school with. It's been up and down. I heard the other day about a buddy of mine's passing away from health issues. He had diabetes. This guy was well known by a lot of people, super popular in high school when he was coming up. And as weird as this shit sound, the first thing I did when I found out that he died, I just went on YouTube and typed his name in. And I went on there and typed his name for a reason. I just wanted to see what would pop up. I just wanted to see what was left behind, on this man's legacy, okay? And, it might sound funny to some people out there, like, well, what do YouTube have to do with anybody's legacy? Well, the thing is, YouTube is the new TV, right? This is pretty much how you're allowed to tell your story, with your TV show or your movie or however you want to, give your story to the world. But I typed in my friend's name and, nothing popped up. So, I don't get to, watch his movie or his TV show or his channel or his videos and see what he was about and just kind of relive his legacy, because there's no content really behind his name, besides a few posts here and there on Facebook, of a couple of middle fingers or, just posing with friends, but nothing of real significance, guys. And that's the reason I'm making this video, as just as a reminder that we only have so much time here on this earth and we don't know when our last day actually is. So don't it make sense to just put your story out here so that way when you're gone, years after, people are still here who can gravitate towards that, your story or that content and be impacted by it even while you're still in the grave. Even though it's nothing you can do with that type of, validation, I still think it's pivotal, guys. I still think it's pivotal for what you can do for your family. I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? I don't know if y'all ever heard of Alan Watts, but Alan Watts is actually a mentor of mine. This guy died in maybe the 70s. But he started doing podcasts back in the 50s, guys. And I don't know if he knew that 60, 70 years later, his podcast would be more impactful, than it was at the time, because he used to speak for a very small audience. But if you check out Alan Watts' podcast on YouTube now, hundreds and thousands of views, on every single video. So it just reminds me, guys, of just how evergreen content actually is, and the importance of platforms like YouTube to be able to tell your story with no type of time restriction. It's kind of like you're the TV show or you're the movie, but there's no restriction on the time. You just post your videos and get your point across. But legacy is bigger than what we can imagine when you realize what it can do for your family long after you're gone. Because anybody related to the name Alan Watts, or his family, or any of his, generational heirs, I'm pretty sure they're still benefiting from what this man accomplished 60, 70 years ago, right? And I think that's the most unselfish thing you can do is, build something that not only you can generate from, but or benefit from, but for generations after, your family can prosper from as well. It's the most unselfish thing you can do as an individual and look forward to. So again, guys, going back to what I said with my buddy who didn't leave any content behind, it's just that where do you go from the notion that if you was to leave this earth tomorrow, you would probably be forgotten about within a week or two? Okay, so maybe your mother and father, brothers and cousins, girlfriend, boyfriend, and maybe they'll remember you, for a couple of years after, but then what? So I guess it's about what's important to you, guys. If legacy is important to you and still have an impact here long after you're gone is the thing that you live for, then I highly implore you guys to just start putting your content out here. Put your movie out here, put your show out here, tell that story. And the story doesn't have to be about anything in particular, guys. It's just people just want to genuinely see what you're talking about and what you got going on. So I just wanted to put this one out as a reminder, guys, that we just got to stay on top of it. I'm slacking myself, but again, here I am dropping content for y'all. And hopefully what I'm saying, it has a good amount of context and give you guys some type of value or some action prop to move forward and start putting your story out here, guys. So Hope this one was helpful. I'll see y'all on the next one.